And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Mountaineers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes Michael Hawkins Jr. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-power against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gives it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Knights offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Right side, it's Farmer. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Here's Raiola to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're all over it. Crosses the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCF! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Trying to get started. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a little space, breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Raiola. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Duke Watson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, it's James. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The corners are walked up tight. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. The run inside. It's James. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. From deep, it's Ashley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run him again. He's past the sticks. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Knights will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Hawkins under pressure. Buried before he could blink.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, UCF! Special teams proving to be special. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running to the left. Hard running there. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Plows his way ahead. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
2nd and long here.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Again, it's Hawkins. Out wide left, it's Bush. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give it.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And they'll take over first and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Raiola to throw. Right side, it's Watson. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And about the only thing good that happened on that last pass for the offense, completion percentage went up. 3rd down got longer. Complete in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Mountaineers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shelton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Knights! Takes it all the way in. What a way to wind up the half. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I'll be honest, knowing how good this return guy is, it is a fireable offense to even kick to him in the first place. But yet they still did early, punting it to him. He takes it back to the house. Why they ever decided to kick this thing to him is beyond me. He makes them pay again, takes it in for 6, and the special teams coordinator and head coach are going to have a lot of explaining to do after this one.
Deep in the end zone, it's Ashley. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the third.
Okay, Holly, back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Duke one more time. Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throwing Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Knights have this offense rolling. Quick give. It's Watson.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Finds his target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. Left side is Farmer. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on second down. Here's Raiola to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Raiola from the gun on third down. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
A run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Raiola. Out wide left, it's Watson. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the extra point is good.
That makes the score UCF 35, West Virginia 10.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. as we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the ninth sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's Raiola to throw. Here comes the heat. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Red 18, go!
Running inside, it's James. They put the brakes on it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd. Out wide right, it's Abraham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Making his first move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Watson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Throwing Raiola. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Knights are marching down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Watson.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Raiola to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Throws quickly. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He'll do it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by the It's understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fox got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Fox. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's a throw downfield late. Dangerous throw on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Straight ahead, it's Thompson.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
That's a bad job in pass protection. I almost give the quarterback some credit because I think he knew where he was on the field. He knew he was going to get sacked for his safety. He was doing everything he could to just go down at his own 1-yard line to avoid giving up the 2 points.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just